at a volleyball game, jeez. CPD, 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 CPD. Build the wall. Hey guys, we're gonna jam.
That being said, anybody on the stage will be
I've worked out why there are so many black girls here. I think it's because I fucked their brothers.
Hi, I'm Jerome. I am a junior at DePaul University and originally from Dallas, Texas. So we've recently had a highly controversial speaker come to campus a couple weeks ago named Milo. He prides himself on being a dangerous faggot. He prides himself in saying that feminism is cancer. He speaks on xenophobia, homophobia, racism, sexism, any ism that you can think of that's against any marginalized group. He is saying something and advocating for it. And so a student group has brought him to campus, and at serious events beforehand, they were chalking on campus with Blue Lives Matter, Build the Wall, very racist slurs that many students took offense to. There's also oiling on campus that said Trump 2016, fuck Mexico. So a lot of things have like built up to this point, and now you have the speakers, like you kind of just, you made the fire and now you finally lit it. And so I was one of the students that was on the stage, and I peacefully protested the event, and we were one of the reasons why it shut down. The day the speaker came, because we were protesting the event, urging for it to be shut down, they called Chicago police to come and arrest us. Good thing is they didn't arrest us. However, they were very much present after the event, because we have 550 people chanting at you to build a wall, mow their lawn, shut up you fat ugly bitch. Like, you have 500 people that want to harm you and want to see nothing but bad done to you standing outside of your student center. You kind of want the police there. However, what we noticed was that the police barricaded a wall around them, not us, and almost since they were protecting them. And so that was the matters when they got involved. I mentioned the oiling that was done. So the student that put the Trump 2016 fuck Mexico in oil, he was taken into custody by Chicago police. So they kind of have been involved, but not much. And that kind of speaks to a different problem that we have. Like I said, a student was punched in the face, and they barricaded the man that punched a female student here, and literally said, like, if you want to be arrested, I need you to move to the side. And so it's like, who are you here to protect? Then DePaul really sells on this diversity thing. Like, they tell students, like, oh, like, we're the most diverse Catholic university in the nation, we're the most this, we're the most that, and they sold it to me. Like, I bought into them. Like, okay, I grew up in diverse schools in Texas, and that's something I'm used to. I'm used to having a mix of Black, Asian, Latino, everything within the classroom. However, when I got here, I recently just found I was 1 out of 50 black males in my class at DePaul. Like, out of the class of, well, now, the graduating high school class 2014, then now the new DePaul class of 2018, I was 1 out of 50 black male. 1 out of 50. Like, that means 50 black males were accepted and enrolled into a DePaul. And out of how many students? Like, so is that really diversity? Like, every class I go to, I'm the only black person? If really, like, I never had a class with more than 3 black people, unless it was a class with focusing on African American studies. So you speak to me about diversity, you sold this image to me, but when I got here, I was awakened with something else. I remember even when I got inducted into the honors program, it was myself and another black girl. I believe it was 2 black girls. But yeah, and I was just like, some diversity, huh? Like, and it's diversity means a lot. Diversity can mean religion, can mean differences in gender, differences in sexuality. So I understand that, like, there might be diversity, but the way they sell it, it really shows, like, you know, you get a little pamphlet and you see like a couple black people on there, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, or the website, and it's funny, like, they actually, for my first time I experienced that, like, they said, like, hey, we're putting together a new orientation video, we're looking for some people, we think you're one of those people that should be in it. And it's like, no, you're trying to use my face to get the next black person here. And I'm conflicted because I want to bring black people here. I want to bring people that look like me here on the campus. I do that every day, like, when I work with admissions offices, and I tell them, like, okay, like, what do we need to do to bring them here? But at the same time, like, I don't want to be a part of that lie and say, so it's like, I didn't do the video because I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna be a part of this lie that you're selling to people. I really had a belief in DePaul. Like I said, I really believed that DePaul was for us, and DePaul would do anything to protect its students. Sadly, that has changed. I realized that DePaul cares about politics, and DePaul cares about their image, and DePaul cares about respectability, and what has recent events shown me is that they would rather be correct in the majority's eye than stand up for what's right. And when you want to be correct in majority's eye, that's dangerous as well. So if the majority is saying this table should be burned, then, and you want to stand and be liked in the majority, you're going to be the one lighting the table. And that's what DePaul is failing to realize, is like, they condemned every student that was protested. And they said what they did was shameful and it's wrong. And we should allow the speaker to say what he said. And for me, being one of the protesters, I'm like, okay, that's almost, I pay tuition here. I used to live here. Students live here. That's like having somebody come into your home and telling you you're not shit. And telling you you don't deserve what you have. Telling you that you don't work hard. Telling you to leave this country because you don't deserve to be here. And you're like, get out of my house. You know what I'm saying? like I don't have to stand for this. And to have somebody be like, oh, you should have let him speak. It just blew me. Like, are you serious? No, like, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to have my voice heard. I'm going to shut this event down, because if you want to have this, you can go out in the street and say it. But to have it in the home that I pay for, nah. So I still love this university. Nah. To be honest, I'm now here to get my degree. However, I believe this university, I was meant to come here. I believe this university is the university that's for me. Will I transfer? No. Because I invested a lot. Like I said, I work here. I have friends here, family here. I paid money into this thing. So I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to get my degree. And I'm going to do whatever I can to help make those changes for the next 1 out of 50 black men comes in. He wouldn't have to deal with what I'm dealing with right now. He wouldn't have to have the fear of going home and taking a Lyft and Uber every day because you're scared to take that walk. Like, that was me. Like, I'm still taking a Lyft every day, or making sure I have a ride because walking might be too risky. Because, like I said, I've received death threats. And so, to the fact that that still has yet to be addressed, like, that has still yet to be acknowledged, says something about the university as well. So, what my opinion about the university is still deciding. But before, I used to believe DePaul was a utopia. That everything about DePaul was the diversity of prime example of diversity campus. That, and I remember speaking about this, that I said, quote, DePaul doesn't have these kind of problems. DePaul is a university. It's a Catholic university. Like, we don't have these issues. We pride ourselves in diversity. We pride ourselves in advocacy. And there's so many programming, and I'm bragging about DePaul and, like, listening to other students hear what's going on this campus. And literally months later, all this has happened. So, do I still think DePaul's a utopia? No. Was I blind to it? Yes. Am I blind now? Definitely not.